All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get in actually part two of what 2023 taught me in preparing for a phenomenal 2024. Now, yesterday, we really talked about self assessment. We discussed four things when it came to self assessment. We discussed what your goals were for the year. So, what did you have planned for 2023? What are you or where are you with your goals? Okay, what have you accomplished with your goals? Did you do 5 out of 10? Like exactly where are you with your goals? The next thing is what motivated you to complete the goals that you did complete? And then what were the risk factors or what stopped you from completing the goals that you did not complete? Now, just doing that, you should have a full assessment of what that looks like. You should know what motivated you, what didn't motivate you, what stopped you, what that looked like, and therefore. Now, here's the issue. Again, we complete goals, we do resolution, we do these things every year, and then the same thing happens the next year. So today we're going to really get into assessing your mindset around the goal. So this is the part two of this. The first thing you want to do is put a plan into place. Okay. We all have heard the saying, if you always do what you've always done, then you're always going to get what you always got. We hear that. We call it insanity, but what makes us keep doing it? Why do we consistently do this thing year after year, yielding the same results, and then we're surprised by the results that we're getting because we're not doing anything different? Now, this is where the self-assessment is so important in this really looking at your 2023 goals. If you really want to do something different, you really have to do something different. So you want to put a plan in place, right? A lot of times the plan is the action steps that's going to get you to where you want to be. If you write your plan down, you're more than likely to complete it versus just having it in your mind. So what does this plan look like? Now you can take the goals that's unfinished from 2023 and then carry them over to 2024. But if you don't have an action in place or a plan in place, you're probably going to do the same thing you did for 2023. So put that in place. Number two, you want to assess your goals and determine if they are aligned with your core values. Okay. This is very important because one of the things we do is we have big goals, but we don't know if they're connecting with our purpose and are aligned with us. And a lot of times, if it's not aligned with who we are or our core value, then we won't do it. We're not going to have the motivation to get it done. So you want to make sure that your mindset is around, having these goals as a priority that is aligned with your core value and who you are. You want to make sure in this vein that you're prioritizing what you're doing and not just chasing external factors or validation. So whatever your goals are, make sure they are a part of your plan or God's plan for your life. And you're not just doing this to get validated. I'm going to tell y'all something. I have a lot of accolades, and I don't want to name them. I just have a lot of accolades. And one of the things that God showed me is that's great that you have all these accolades, but that is not how you're going to get to where I want you to be. So whatever you're doing and whatever you're going for, make sure it's aligned with what God has, your purpose. Basically, make sure it's aligned with your purpose. The third thing is examine yourself, regarding your goals. Okay. Examine yourself regarding your self-talk towards your goals. I'm sorry. What does that look like? So now you're creating these goals, but how are you talking to yourself when you're creating these goals? Are you having this negative conversation about your goals? So let's just say you did 5 out of 10 goals that you completed. What is the self-talk that stopped you from actually pushing to the 10th goal or the 6th goal, the 7th goal, the 8th goal? What was that conversation in your head like? Was it, I can't do this? Because a lot of times when we set those big dream goals, we are fearful. We are intimidated by that. That's really the point of the big goals. You need to be intimidated by it. But we take that intimidation and we look at it like a setback. We're not going to pursue it because we're scared to pursue it. What is that going to look like? And some of us have the fear of success, the fear of failure, or whatever that may be. But for you, it's important to reevaluate how you're talking to yourself when you are trying to, or not trying, when you are completing your goals. Your self-talk is like 50 to 65% of what's motivating you to get there. The last thing is look at how you respond to setbacks while pursuing your goals. Oftentimes when we're pursuing our goals, we hit walls, we get no's, we getting something that we don't like, right? There's something happening to us that don't feel right, don't feel good. Even if it's uncomfortable, it could be just uncomfortable. You may not even have even taken the second step to that. You may have done step one, but you haven't done step two. And then step two, you're uncomfortable and then you stop. Or you pursue it, you get excited, you in that thing, you got the plan, you got the people laid out, you start contacting the people and they don't respond. How do you look at that? How do you respond to that setback? That's going to be very important when you're doing your goals. Because if you consistently respond to a setback by being discouraged and just not doing anything, that is going to cause you to retreat in your business. And that's going to cause you not to go any further than that. Because you look at that no oftentimes as rejection. You pumped, you amped, you like, I got this started. I got this great idea. Ain't nobody doing this. And then you hit the go button. You hit the go button and boom, here comes this no. Or boom, here comes this block. Or boom, your family members ain't showing up. Or boom, something is happening and then you like, never mind, right? That is going to be very detrimental to completing your goals, because every time you feel that block or something that's restricting you, you're not going to pursue your goals. How do you overcome this? I'll tell you tomorrow. All right. Join me for part 3. It's very important, because if you want a new year and a new you, you're going to have to change your mind, boo-boo. Okay. I love y'all and I will see y'all tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.